I feel like my mom is really good at sweeping things under the rug, but I just want my mom to take accountability for her part, for her.
Jazz and Nesha shared more than a roof. They shared a bond deeper than any roommate could ever have. In the cramped living room of their modest California apartment, the air was thick with expectation. Jazz, standing by the window, stared out at the city, her reflection fractured by the glass. In her mind, she ran through the weight loss milestones. 630 pounds. Her target, 500, had teetered before her like a finish line she dared not cross. When Dr. Noor had asked if she was ready, hesitation had formed in her throat. She'd tried everything: diets, injections, therapy. But as the day of surgery approached, fear coiled in her gut. Inside, Nesha wrestled with her own demons. Jazz's journey had been a wake-up call. She watched her friend make painful progress, inch by inch, while she, stuck, replayed moments of binge and regret. She wanted change, but lacked the ignition. A knock on the door broke the tension. It was Dr. Noor, clipboard in hand, guiding Jazz into the next phase, approval for surgery, despite being 30 pounds above goal. The relief on Jazz's face was seismic. Something was shifting in the air. That night, Jazz lay in bed, unable to sleep. Nesha watched, heart tight with worry and pride. The next morning, masked nurses came and whisked her away. Jazz's journey, right then, felt like a leap of faith. Nesha waited. Time passed slowly in the hospital corridor. Every beep of the monitor, the rustle of scrubs, tugged at her chest. And then, the surgeon emerged, relief washing her. Jazz was in recovery, safe. Tears sprung unbidden from Nesha's eyes as she hugged her friend, form smaller but spirit intact. Jazz mumbled, "My stomach's like a banana now," and laughter came, genuine, light, healing. As Jazz rested at home, healing post-op, her body felt fragile, but her heart soared. When her daughter Nana toddled in, arms outstretched, all the pain of recovery seemed worthwhile. Motherhood had always been her sunshine through darkness. And then there was Nesha, not just as support, but as truth emerging. In a moment of quiet, Jazz urged her. "You don't want to end up like this," she said, nodding to the hospital bed, the scar, the weight still unseen to others but carried daily. Nesha's breath caught. It was a reckoning. That night, alone in her room, Nesha reflected. Jazz's journey had been a catalyst, but the spark had to come from within. She remembered Dr. Noor's words, Nesha's own repeated apologies, and the realization, her friend's progress could not save her. She had to want change for herself. In the days that followed, Jazz and Nesha began a new routine: physical therapy for Jazz, earnest reflection for Nesha. But both were haunted by something darker, from their upbringing, coded in religion and control. One evening, amid tea and unspoken tremors, Nesha spoke, "I feel like I grew up in a cult. Starving one day, overeating the next. Food was life, and also pain." Jazz listened, raw empathy in her eyes. "I get it," she said. "You deserve peace." So Nesha called her mother. The conversation cracked open old wounds. Memories of fasting, of guilt, of binging came rushing back. Nesha spoke of trauma and healthy love of food. Her mother faltered, defensive at first. Then came something fragile, the word sorry. A bridge was laced between them. Spring tips turned golden. Jazz, fragile but alive, held Nana's hand and walked small distances unassisted. Her laughter, clear, boundary-crossing, spoke of rebirth. Nesha, too, walked, toward meal planning, toward therapy, toward honoring her body's needs without shame. Together, in their apartment filled with laughter and quiet triumphs, they leaned on each other. Jazz cheered Nesha's small victories. Nesha cleaned Jazz's crutches with earnest hands. By the last stretch of the episode, the flat had become a space of light. Jazz sat, rocking Nana in the living room. Nesha walked in, steady, carrying smoothies and hope. "You've done it," Nesha whispered. "Look at what you became." Jazz smiled, eyes glimmering. "And look at you, choosing yourself, finally." They hugged, as much healing as warmth. Outside, the world waited. Not finished, but possible.